Imagine a young girl named Clara. She was known for always having big dreams, but she was also the kind of person who was constantly hearing no from life. Since she was a child, Clara wanted to stand out, to be someone who would make her mark on the world, but it seemed like the universe was conspiring against her. At school, she was always the last one picked for sports. In her studies, while others had it easy, she worked twice as hard to get an average grade. But the worst moment came when, as an adult, Clara decided to start her own business. She invested all her savings in a business that she considered promising. Everything seemed perfect. She had done research, studied the market, and her product had everything it needed to be a success. However, in the first year, she failed. Not only did she fail, but she lost everything. Her house, her car, her savings. Clara found herself at rock bottom, in debt and without direction. Her first reaction was to ask herself, "Why me? Why always with me?" She thought about giving up, about accepting that perhaps success was not for her. But in a moment of total darkness, Clara remembered something she had heard as a child: "Diamonds are made under pressure." This phrase echoed in her mind. She realized that her failures so far were not signs that she should stop, but rather tests to see how far she was willing to go. It was then that Clara made the most important decision of her life. She would start over. But this time, she would do it differently. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, she began to study her failures. Each mistake, each misstep, became a learning experience. And more than that, Clara began to work on her mindset. She understood that success comes not only to the most talented, but to those who are resilient. Months later, she started a new business. This time, more cautious, more experienced, and with unshakable faith in herself. And guess what? She failed again. But instead of despairing, Clara smiled. She knew she was closer to her goal. Success would not be a straight line. After a few more attempts, Clara finally saw her efforts bear fruit. Her business took off. She regained everything she had lost and more. Clara became an example of overcoming obstacles, not because she achieved success, but because she learned to face each setback with the certainty that it would make her stronger. The real moral of the story is simple. Success is not about never falling. It is about the ability to get back up every time life knocks you down.